All right. Few seconds to go. Interesting. We are live on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. We are live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone, once again. So today we'll be analyzing indices pair, that's US 30, NAS 100, and also S&P 500, looking at what those markets is doing, and then potential opportunities for us to take trade in that market. All right. Right about now, we'll be going straight to the charts to see what we have. Okay. I looked at the market this morning, pretty looking messy in a way, right? So from the last time we analyzed, I think that was during the the New York session of last week Thursday, I guess. So we drew this fib and then said price extended back to this level, and then we're starting to see rejection, right? And from there, we said we're looking forward to this high cleared. Let me delete it. Our recent area of interest. This high has already been cleared, right? Okay. This high here has been cleared, right? So what are we looking at? Expecting price to please push up, and then want to see a level of reaction from here. The buy should continue. The buy should continue, except if for any reason we start to see structural change. We want to see some reaction from this level. Initially, we wanted something like this to happen, like price is going to tap into here. Then we see a level of reaction to the downside, and then to continue to the upside. However, price has not even tapped into that level before we've seen the market has started reacting off of this entire the other block now, or supply level. So what we can do now on daily time frame, I'm still very bullish on daily time frame. So what am I expecting for price to do? I want some level of reaction from this fair value gap underneath, right? I'll be using this fair value gap as my confluence. Since price has broken through this last high, recent high that was here, the previous high that was formed here, right? Price has broken through it, and then it was a solid order block that price violated. So I want a reaction from this level. I want to see a reaction from this level, price tapping into this level, 50% of this level, and then I'll buy it up until this place, right? On 4 hours, I'm seeing something very unique, and then we'll look at it together, like for a sell kind of trade. But let's start with this one first. If I use my Gantt box, I will see that 50%. Yes. So I want at least 50% of this entire swing. Sorry. Okay. I think we have the perfect thing now. So 50% of this entire swing is what I'm looking for, of this entire fair value gap. That's what I'm looking for. The price tap into it, and then we start moving to the upside. There's another fair value gap just beneath this place here, but I will not be using that because it's quite far from our recent high. I want to use this place because it's aligns with the break of structure that just happened there, and then I want to see price tap into it. Of course, where am I going for? Ultimately, I'm going for this high to be clear. However, there will definitely be a level of reaction from this place. This is NAS 100. It reacts very well to fair value gap. So there will be some sort of reaction from this level, which is quite normal. And then I expect something like this too after a bit of reaction, and then ultimately we continue to the upside. So here, like the ultimate take profit for this buy, right? However, on 12 hours now, not even 12 hours, on 4 hours, I saw that on 4 hours. On 4 hours, we are beginning to see a break of structure to the downside, right? We're beginning to see a break of structure, a sweep of this last low that was formed, a sweep of this last high, sorry, a sweep of this last high, and then what happened? A break of structure of this recent low, right? Right, that happened. What happened after? Again, we saw price traded into or retraced a bit, and then boom, so a break of this structure, though it's a weak break of structure, kind of. You get, it's a weak, like weak. Price just broke through it with the weak and then rejected into closed above the week. Yeah, right. And then what are we seeing again? We're seeing a retracement to the upside, which I believe should come to this downside and tap, fill up our orders. So what I'm looking at from this place, let me just make this illustration very clear. Most likely, I'm anticipating that market structure and liquidity holds here, right? And then we see a retracement that is even far above here, clears this liquidity, and then come to this down place. So I think this we do a sweep, a break, under retracement, a break. So I'm expecting that price come to this place, and then ultimately something like this. If you can look at this clearly, this is what the framework I'm seeing around here. And the idea is that we sell off from this place and sell into this place for us to now start buying off from this level to continue to the upside. Right? I hope we are all getting it and we're not confused. So I expect that this model happens here. Already the framework is already in play, right? We are seeing the price swept through this low, swept even through this low, and then what happened next? So it slammed to the downside. That impulse or momentum drop, right? In volume, this volume candle, this is 4 hours, so it's very strong, right? Broke this structure level, and then what happened next? After retracing a bit, what happened? We saw slam again, another slam to the downside. So I'm expecting that price ultimately might even move all the way to this place, something like this, tap into here, or even this shoulder here, and then boom, where is it coming? To this place, right? We see it coming to this place, and then we now look for the inverse of this framework from this place and continue to the down to the upside. So that is what I'm looking at for 4 hours on NAS 100, right? On 1 hour, nothing special. It's still the same model at play. You just it's a matter of refinements now on 1 hour, right? And then interesting. If we look at this place, we see a fair value gap for the sell. Cut it here. So guys, this you might want to mark this level, right? That price, for any reason, if price come back to this level, we see a sharp rejection from this place, and then it's going to slam to the downside. Where are we selling off to? So we'll be selling off to this point, right? On that daily fair value gap, the 50% of the daily fair value gap that we marked out at the beginning of the analysis. We sell to that point, and then we exit our position, wait for this same framework on lower time frame now, wait for it to happen, and then we start buying to the upside. We continue the buy movement to the upside. For US30, US30 has already done all of this move. It has cleared the previous high. That's the all-time high that it had before. It has cleared it, and then so there's no really much of a thing, and we're going to look into it shortly. But for now, this is the setup we are looking at for NAS, right? For NASDAQ. So that's what I'm looking at, and this is purely based on technicals, right? There's no any fundamental sentiment attached to it yet. So you might want to look at forexlive.com and then Forex Factory for news, right? To see other sentiments that can support this setup, right? In terms of intraday sell-off, for us to now continue our buy on the higher time frame. All right, that'll be all for US 30, US 100. Let's look at US 30 and then we move to the next phase of the analysis. Okay, like I mentioned, the same sell-off happened across board, both US30 and NAS. However, for US30, it has already what completed its fib swing, right? Started rejecting from 88.6 and then it's currently on 0.0. Where are we going next? Like I think we said last week that we're expecting price to ultimately go to -50, right? Want to see that rejection up to -50. However, for now, it's on 0.0 fib level, right? So what can we do for now? There's fair value gap just beneath this place, but will price get to that level before it start rejecting to the upside? That I can't say for now. That I can't say for now. So what I'm just going to do for US30, I'm going to use it as a confirmation for my NAS 100 bias. Look at NAS. NAS is here to do its own all-time high here, right? So I'm expecting that we're going to see that sell-off and then we'll continue to the upside, ultimately to come and clear this guy for the buy setup. However, intraday basis, we are looking for sell. We want to sell from this region and then sell into this fair value gap. It is sell to buy model now. Yes, we sell into this fair value gap and then from there continue our journey to the upside. And we expect that we're going to see some level of reaction in price at this place because of the fair value gap, which probably can be minor, can be a 1 day, 2 day price range. Who knows, this is US30, and it can just slam through the entire fair value gap and continue like there's nothing there. So, but we just anticipate it so that in case we see it with something we've already planned and we're not panicking whatsoever. So that's the ultimate, let me even increase the ultimate TP is here because NAS is here to do its own completion of swing. However, on US30, we've seen it happen already. Has cleared the all-time high and is currently on a new high. So expect US30 to go even further up to the upside. However, are we sure it's going to come back to take orders from this fair value gap, or is going to even use the fair value gap just above this one here? It can come or it can even tap to this other block, this daily order block here, tap into it and then push to the upside. All right, guys, that will be all for today. If we have any question, please, you can ask in the chat box. It's a good time to ask your question now before my colleague comes up for his own analysis on other asset class. All right. We have about 11 now on this Zoom call. Please, do we have any question? If we don't have any question, can we give an emoji in the chat box if this session was valuable? If you got insights from this analysis so far on US30 and NAS 100, can we give emoji? Drop your favorite emoji in the chat box. Thank you so much, Bola Chisom. That's awesome. Thank you guys. So in about 2 to 3, not 2 to 3 minutes actually, but say 30 to 40 seconds, my colleague will be coming up for his own part of the analysis, right? And then please stay tuned, don't go anywhere, ensure you are here. All right, guys, cheers and God bless.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're going to be looking at the Dixie, and afterwards we're going to be looking at Euro USD and GBP USD. Wonderful analysis by Damola, and we're going to just look at the following pairs that I've called out, and we'll be looking forward to getting some updates on the moves like we analyzed as we analyzed yesterday. Now, if you're looking at the Dixie on the daily time frame, remember yesterday we said we wanted to see the Dixie give us some retracement after it broke this low. We wanted to see this retracement to the upside, and we started seeing that yesterday at around here. So going forward, we would want to see the Dixie retracing to some previous premium levels so that we would find good entries for further shorts on the Dixie. Seeing how far it has expanded, unlike the yen that can expand in one direction for 3 months, 4 months. For the Dixie, it has to give a proper retracement because there is a lot of liquidity backing it to do so. So for the Dixie, I'm expecting to see it back to somewhere around 101.790 levels, and then a continual short afterwards. So this is what I'm projecting for the Dixie. But before then, I would want to see it fill up this fair value gap all the way to this other block right here. Okay, so I want to see the Dixie first of all buy all the way to this level, give some reaction before it buys all the way here. However, intraday bias is for the Dixie to buy all the way to this level right here. The buy may be a little slow because there's no the sentiment on the dollar is very clear, a dump of the dollar on the wider scope of things. But short term, we want to see a retracement into these levels before a continuous sell to the downside. So that's it for the Dixie. Now, if you're looking at Euro USD, we've been expecting sales on Euro USD since Monday. That is yesterday, the start of the week. You can see how yesterday's candle closed, showing that a sell-off actually took place on Euro USD. Now, if we're looking at it on the hourly time frame, we still want to see it trade a little lower into this other block right here on the 4-hour time frame to fill up that fair value gap right here. So I'm expecting further sales on Euro USD into this level short term. And then long term, we might also see some deeper discounts for Euro USD, where we would be expecting to see it trade all the way to 1.0507 price point. So that would be much more of a deeper discount for Euro USD. So somewhere around here, between here and this other block, these are my 2 points of interest for a deeper discount of Euro USD to the downside. So overall, structure is still to the upside. However, we're expecting to see further sales on Euro USD, at least to give us some discount. First level is here for our order block, and second level is right here, the daily order block right here. So I'm expecting sales on Euro USD. That's my bias for the remaining part of this week and intraday basis. As we run into the NFP that we'll be expecting on Friday. Okay, so this is what I'm looking out for Euro USD further sales all the way to the downside. Looking at daily time frame, there's no clear point of interest yet, so we can just wait out to see. Seeing that there's a clear violation of Asia, we can wait to see structure shifts, which is clearly showing on 50 minutes time frame. There's been a clear structure shift. So anywhere from here, where price currently is, I'll be expecting a sell-off of Euro USD all the way to the downside. This is going to be quite some decent day trades, about 37 pips or thereabouts for the Euro USD short. So I'll be looking out for that going into the remaining part of the day. I'll be waiting for my entry signatures to print out on Euro USD so I can short it all the way to the downside. And then finally for GBP USD. So for GBP USD, based on sentiment, we're not seeing a weaker GBP USD. A weaker GBP close by. Although even like we analyzed for Euro USD, we'll still be expecting GBP USD to sell off a little, especially into this 4-hour order block, because we've noticed over time this kind of order blocks usually attracts price because of the large fair value gap that is right above it. We're expecting price to come back to mitigate or fill up those imbalances before it continues making its way up. So for GBP USD, I'm still expecting a sell. However, I would want to compare between GBP and Euro to see which is the weaker amongst the two. Now it's looking like Euro is the weaker amongst the two. So I would like to also compare them before I take my trade again, so that I'll be sure of the one that is going to deliver the most for me, because if we're having a stronger GBP, then a GBP USD sell is not going to be the best option. So I would rather for a weaker GBP before I sell GBP, or a weaker euro before I sell the euro. So I'm just looking at GBP. They had the bank holiday yesterday, so price might want to mitigate some other levels before it starts selling. Look at the price action of yesterday. Very, very inconsistent with GBP USD. So we're expecting that GBP USD is going to give us some clearer entries for a short into this level of the 4-hour order block right here. Okay, so if we see that playing out, then we know that GBP USD target is all the way here. All right, so I'll be taking day trades on this guy, and then when I see the buy resuming, then I'll be willing to take longer buy trades on GBP USD. Okay, so let me take a few questions and comments before we wrap up today's session. Now, the first one says, can we say we're seeing a buy box pattern to Dixie around 100 spots, spot 71 on the daily? Looks like shoulder return. So let's look at Dixie quickly. On the daily. Okay, so I get what you're looking out for. So 100 spots 71. So let me get that price point. 100 spots 71. Okay, around here. Okay. So you're looking at this as the box pattern on DC. I hope this is what you're saying. Something like this. This box pattern on Dixie. So this is also likely to be a possibility. We're able to take advantage of this when price traded into here the first time, but seeing that as price traded into here, it couldn't go all the way to break structure to the upside, and now it's back here again. So for me, I'll just be looking out for what is going to play out on Dixie going forward. But I really think this is going to be a respected low. The Dixie trading below 100 is not going to be so good for the dollar. So I think this is going to be a respected low where the dollar may not want to break beyond, and we might see either a range or a buy. But then if price breaks this low to the downside, then we're all out for the dollar. We're going to be going all out for these lows on the dollar. So for now, I'll have to trade carefully, watching out for this particular low right here on the dollar. Instead, I'll just be taking day trades in between until I see clear sentiment. When dollar breaks this low and I revisit the sentiment and it's clear for a dollar dump, then I'll be shorting the dollar to take out all these other lows right here. All these other lows, right? So currently, dollar is in a very interesting place. I want to see. We're looking forward to some retracements and then maybe a continuation of the sell. But if that sell continues and breaks this low right here, then that is it for the dollar. The dollar is going to be selling for a very, 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 very long time. All right, so this is my analysis on the dollar. All right, so I hope this gives you clarity. So this is a box pattern right here, left shoulder sweep, break of structure return. This is where the right shoulder formed, but then we're not able to see it break above here. All right. Okay, so what's the website we usually check strength of? We used to check the strength and weakness of assets. All right, so we usually use currency strength meter on Market Milk, and sometimes we also use FinViz. You can use FinViz, FINVIZ. All right, so this is FinViz. All right, so you can also use currency strength meter. Okay, so by Market Milk, currency strength meter by Market Milk, any of the two would work. These are the links. I'm dropping the link right there in the chat box. First one, and then the second. You can use any of the two. It should work. All right, so these are the two that we use. Okay. All right. So that'll be all for today's market color. We're looking forward to shorts on Euro USD and GBP USD as we're looking forward to longs on gold. However, just remember that the structure on Euro USD and GBP USD is already a buy. So before you even take a short position, you should be very careful with your analysis as we do that. Okay. However, if we're now seeing a resumption to the buy side without price trading all the way to this point of interest that we've looked at, you can take quick buys. But then we should be looking at price being in a very premium level where we'll be expecting some discounts before we buy again. All right, so this is it. All right, so for Euro USD, you can see if you're taking off this swing, you can see that price has traded into equilibrium. So we might see price buying back up from where it currently is. Same thing goes for GBP USD. But for GBP USD, we've not seen it trade all the way to the premium to equilibrium yet. So we might see some sales on GBP USD before the buys. Okay, so originally price structure is a buy, but then price is at a premium level. We're expecting some discounts before the buy continues. Okay, all right. So I hope this is very, very clear for everyone. We're going to have our analysis on gold tomorrow, and then we're going to show you the things we're expecting for gold to play out tomorrow. So tomorrow is the day for gold, but then just taking a peep at it, you can see that gold has already created a new all-time high at 2,532 price points. We're expecting some further sales on gold to the downside to clear and to give us some discounts before we look forward to any buys again on gold. So waiting for gold to give some discount, like you already see this morning. Gold is already selling. We're expecting that sell to continue all the way to this level right here, all the way to 2,490 price point. So that's where I'm expecting gold to sell to, just to grab these liquidities that are residing right here before the buys continue again. All right. So I hope that was explanatory, even though short. Hope you're able to get value from that explanation. All right, so that will be the end of today's market color. We're going to meet again later in the afternoon by 3 p.m. to conclude today's trading session. Until we meet again by 3 p.m., wish you good luck and good trading. Apply proper risk management and trade cautiously. Cheers and God bless, guys.